Okay, here we go. Let me ask you a question. Do curses actually work? In other words, when people curse one another, for example, let's say you have 20 witches in a coven, men and women, in a satanic coven, and they're cursing someone. Does it actually work? I bet most of you would say yes, and maybe a few of you would say no. Let me give you an example now. Did you know that there are people all over the United States and the world who are cursing President Trump? It's true. I don't know how many occultists and New Agers and Satanists are cursing President Trump, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was over 1 million of them. Now, some of this has made the mainstream media news, and some of you have heard about this, but most likely most of you haven't. But Trump is being cursed by potentially millions of people. So are the curses actually doing something? I mean, most of you believe that if a single witch curses you, it's going to work and bring down devastation on your life. And then there's some of you that might believe, well, if 100 witches get together on a Friday night and they're all wearing black and they light candles and they curse you, that it would work for sure. And there might be a few of you who believe, well, come on, Garrett. If 5,000 witches all get together and curse me, it's going to work. Well, if that was true, how come all of these curses are not working against President Trump? But instead, President Trump is actually tearing apart the satanic agenda in the United States, and he's tearing it apart one brick at a time. Now, am I pro-Trump? No. Am I pro-Obama, who is still trying to destroy the USA? No, I'm not pro-Obama either. I am for God and his kingdom only, nobody else. This video is not about President Trump. This video is to share with you more godly knowledge about how curses work. It doesn't matter if 1 million people curse President Trump. It's not going to work if God says no. God is the one that controls the curses, not Satan, not the demons, not the witches, not the occultists, not the non-believers. God controls all curses, reigning through his Christ. Yes, there's two of them, a dad and a son, whom we call Jesus in the English language. If God says a curse will work, a curse will work. If God also says a curse will not work, guess what? You can have 1 million people trying to rain down curses on President Trump, and they will not work if God says no. God is the one in control of the curses, not anybody else. You don't have to be afraid of people cursing you any longer. You don't have to be afraid if you find out that a witch coven is cursing you, a witch coven located in southern Texas, and they found you on the internet and they decided to start cursing you and your ministry, you don't have to worry. At the same time, don't laugh about it either, because we want to be humble. How can we have God protect us from curses? By being more humble. That's how. By being more humble, you can touch God's heart. You can move God's heart. You can melt God's heart by being more humble. So, to wrap this up, it doesn't matter if the whole world starts cursing President Trump. The curses will only work if God says so, and nobody else. God is the only answer on curses. God is the only one ruling over curses. Amen? Amen.